Hi, everyone. My name is Colorado Low, and I'm here commenting on the post for this week on the video concerning Tynesha and her short session there. Uh, the initial prompt said that, or asked, what interactional patterns among family members and friends are being described by Tynesha? And we see several different relationships in her discussion. She talks about her relationships with her friends or her support system, her dude, which is apparently her boyfriend or uh, former lover, something along those lines, her kids, and this is not with others, but even she describes her relationship with herself. Um, with her friends, you see that they actually are serving as a support system to her, so that's really helpful. Um, those interactions could maybe be considered transforming interpersonal patterns, or even wellness interpersonal patterns that help create stability in her life and are helping to sustain her as she struggles to make ends meet and to get educated towards her goals and raise her kids. She also talks about her relationship with her dude, and he seems to be a couch potato that is kind of leeching off of her, and that would obviously be a deteriorating interpersonal pattern where his behavior is creating a drain on the family and on the relationship and even on her personally. Her relationship with her kids, it seems like she maybe doesn't even have much time to interact with them or give them attention because they have these attention-seeking uh, tendencies at school, to acting out. And then with herself, she obviously has no time for herself, and so there's no self-care happening there. But I'll direct this portion of the video directly to Tynesha. It's good talking with you today, Tynesha, and thank you so much for sharing your experience. And I appreciate you being vulnerable about the struggle that you're going through. I can only imagine that that's extremely difficult. And I want to frame our conversation today and talk about something that might help us navigate your situation and how to approach it as we move forward. There was a man, last name Tom, who came up with these patterns called interpersonal patterns, and they describe the way that people relate to one another. And he lists them off as healing patterns, wellness patterns, transforming patterns, deteriorating patterns, and sociocultural patterns. Now, we can break each of those down a little more, but it's going to be really helpful for us to have some kind of clear labels to put on the multiple different relationships that you have in your life. For instance, you have a relationship to your dude, the guy staying with you, and it's helpful if we can identify, is your relationship with him a wellness pattern, or maybe is it a deteriorating pattern? If it's a wellness pattern, it might be something that we want to focus on increasing or maintaining. But if it's a deteriorating pattern, then we might recognize that it's not helpful to, the way you guys are interacting is not helpful to either of you or the progression of your life. And so we might want to make some adjustments to that and maybe introduce a transforming pattern into y'all's relationship so that it could become healthy. And so those are just helpful labels, helpful terms that we can use moving forward in this discussion. And I hope that we can create some clarity on where each of your relationships is at as far as how you and others are relating to each other, and then move those relationships in a healthier direction ever increasingly. Thank you so much.